viewer. I am here ready to present a lesson on economic resources in Africa, and our particular interest today is on the multipurpose river projects. By the end of this lesson, I am certain that we will be able to identify a number of river projects in Africa and name some of their importances. Welcome to this lesson. Then, what's a multipurpose river project? This is using an existing river to serve many purposes. What are some of these purposes we are talking about? We are talking about the river, besides us going for water, besides some animals living in water, we can be able to use the same river to produce hydroelectric power. You can use the same rivers for fishing and many others. So what are these reasons? Number one, we use multipurpose river projects to control floods. The rainfall is never there throughout the year. There are times the rainfall is very high. So the river, once we put up a multipurpose project, we control the flooding down the river. Number two, we're able to store water for irrigation and transport. Number three, we store water for use in urban centers. Remember, our city, Nairobi, doesn't have a river, or many of the rivers in our city are contaminated and polluted. But we need water in our homes, in our industries. So we get water from multipurpose river projects and dams. The next one is to generate electricity, I had mentioned. Then we also promote fishing and tourism. These are some of the reasons. Then, how do we set up a multipurpose river project? We do this by constructing a dam across a river. Now, this dam becomes the man-made lake which stores water, or what we call a reservoir. We call it a reservoir. So, in Africa, where are these river projects? I'll just give a few examples. Of course, we all know River Nile, the longest river in Africa. River Niger in Nigeria. River Tana in our own country, Kenya. River Zambezi that cuts across Zimbabwe and Zambia. River Volta in Ghana. And River Orange in South Africa, to mention but a few. So what's our focus this time around? The focus for this class is the Tana River project found in Kenya. Those of us who may have remembered about class 5 social studies, we call it Seven Forks project. Then we have the Aswan High Dam in Egypt, which is on River Nile, among many other dams that are on this river. Then we have the Volta River Scheme. It's in Ghana. Remember, River Volta has 3 tributaries. That is why we call it a river scheme. Then we have the Kariba Dam, the largest man-made lake in the world, found in Zambia and Zimbabwe. Remember, it is also in one of the famous wonders of the world, that is the Victoria Falls. Having looked at that, and before we embark on each of them, what are some of the benefits of these river projects? The river projects will reduce flooding, like I had said earlier. It will create fishing grounds. The lakes that have been formed modify the climate in an area. These lakes and dams promote tourism. Yes, people go there for rowing of boats, enjoying what we call fishing. It also helps to generate electricity through hydroelectric power production. They also serve nearby towns with water. They help save foreign exchange. Why? Because we are not importing power. A country that imports power has to continue paying its money outside to another country. But when we produce our own, then we are lucky that we will be able to spare our foreign exchange. Water for irrigation. And lastly, but not least, is creation of small businesses. We have people in the nearby areas near the dam. They will be able to make some good joints to sell fish. Others will be able to create some small hotels and restaurants, and these businesses support the locals and other people. This covers the day that we've been looking through on multipurpose river projects. We have identified our objective for the day, looked at why the river projects have been done and where they have been done in Africa. In our next lesson, we'll be looking at specific river projects which we have mentioned, and in particular, we'll deal with the Tana River project in Kenya, and we'll go through it to know where it is, how it was started, how it has benefited people, and some of the problems that it faces in the effort to succeed as a multi-purpose river project. Thank you very much, and let us keep focused. Thank you very much.